was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert off of play action. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end, Hooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Only needing 2 yards on second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's able to find Miller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They snap it to Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Play fake. Mayfield. It's Miller, complete. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Coming up at halftime, he'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check it out, Reed. Showing it. He's checking.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Peoples-Jones returning.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Miller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Chubb running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
They go play action. Mayfield. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
A give. This is Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Like 22, he's coming. 22.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
First down, Cleveland.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, shedding the tackle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. 44, Mike, 44.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
19, pioneer.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Point it right. Alert.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting through it. He's got space. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
42. Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.